sea tonight, let me tell you a story about love. A love so deep that it asked for everything in return. It is a quiet story from the sea, a story of a young fisherman, and a voice that changed his life forever. So settle in now, let the world grow soft around you, and listen. Each evening, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned to gold, a young fisherman would go down to the edge of the sea and cast his nets into the water. The sea was calm and the wind gentle, and often the fisherman would sit and wait in silence, watching the waves rise and fall like slow breathing. Sometimes he caught many fish, sometimes none at all. But one evening, as he drew in his net, he felt something different. It was heavier than usual, not like fish, not like seaweed. Carefully he pulled it closer, and there, caught within the threads, was something wondrous. A mermaid. Her hair shimmered like silver in moonlight. Her skin glowed softly like the quiet surface of the sea at dawn. And her eyes held a sadness deeper than the ocean itself. The fisherman stood still. He had never seen such beauty. The mermaid struggled gently, her voice soft and pleading. "Let me go," she whispered. But the fisherman only gazed at her, for in that moment something within him changed. "I will let you go," he said at last, "but only if you promise to come back to me each evening and sing." The mermaid hesitated, then slowly she nodded. So the fisherman set her free. She slipped back into the water like a silver shadow, and the sea closed gently over her. From that day onward, every evening, the fisherman returned to the shore, and every evening, as the sky softened into twilight, the mermaid rose from the sea. She would sit upon the rocks and sing. Her voice was unlike anything in the world. It was soft and clear, and filled with a longing that seemed to echo through the fisherman's heart. The sea itself seemed to listen. The waves grew quieter, the wind slowed, even the birds would fall silent, and the fisherman, he forgot everything else. He forgot the village, he forgot his work, he forgot the world beyond the sea. All he knew was her, and soon the gentle rhythm of evenings was no longer enough. "I love you," he said one night, as the stars appeared above them. "Come with me, leave the sea, and be my wife." But the mermaid shook her head. "I cannot," she said softly. "I have no soul, and you cannot live beneath the sea unless you cast your soul away." The fisherman was silent. "A soul?" he said slowly. "What is a soul to me? I cannot see it. I cannot touch it. It does not sing to me as you do." But the mermaid only looked at him with quiet sadness. "You must not ask me to leave the sea," she said, and then she slipped away into the water. The fisherman returned home, but he could not rest. All night he lay awake, thinking of her, her voice, her eyes, the way she vanished beneath the waves. By morning his heart had already chosen. He went into the town and sought out the priest. "I wish to cast away my soul," he said. The priest was shocked. "To lose your soul is to lose everything," he said. "It is the most precious gift you have." But the fisherman shook his head. "What is a soul to me if I cannot be with the one I love?" The priest turned away from him. "I will not help you in this," he said. So the fisherman left the church and wandered through the town, asking anyone who might know. At last, someone told him of a witch who lived deep in the forest. And so, as the sun began to fall, the fisherman went into the dark woods. There, beneath twisted branches and shadowed leaves, he found her. The witch listened carefully as he spoke, then she smiled. "If you truly wish to be free of your soul," she said, You must return to the shore at sunset, stand with your back to the sea, and call your soul out." The fisherman nodded, and without fear, he did exactly as she said. The witch and casting away the soul. That evening, as the sky burned with fading light, the fisherman stood at the edge of the sea. The wind whispered softly around him. The waves lapped gently at the shore, and he spoke. "Soul," he said, "come out of me." For a moment nothing happened. Then slowly, something stirred. A shadow separated from him. It stood beside him, shaped like himself, but pale and hollow. "I am your soul," it said. "Why do you cast me away?" "I do not need you," said the fisherman. "I have love, and that is enough." The soul looked at him sadly. "If you send me away, I will wander the world alone, but each year I will return and ask to come back." The fisherman turned his face toward the sea. "I will not take you back," he said, and with that he stepped into the water. The sea welcomed him, and the mermaid rose to meet him. Together they sank beneath the waves, into a world of silence and light, and the soul was left behind. Part 5. The soul wandered the earth. It saw strange lands, distant cities, and hidden wonders. Each year it returned to the shore. Each year it called to the fisherman. "Come with me," it would say. "I have seen things beyond imagination." But the fisherman only answered, "I have love. I need nothing more." And so the soul left again, and returned again, and each time the world it described grew darker, more tempting, more dangerous, until one year it returned with a different tone. "I have found something," it said. "Something beautiful, something rare, something that will tempt even you." And for the first time, the fisherman hesitated. The fisherman listened. The soul spoke of a dancer, of beauty, of wonder, of things that stirred curiosity, and slowly, almost without meaning to, the fisherman followed, but in doing so, he stepped away from the sea, and when he returned, the mermaid was gone, the ocean was silent, the voice he loved had disappeared forever. The fisherman fell to his knees, and in that moment he understood. Love cannot live divided. Love asks for wholeness. "Too late," he called out. "Too late." He searched, and in the quiet years that followed, the fisherman remained alone. And when at last he died, the sea grew still. But from that place, where he had once stood, strange flowers bloomed, flowers that had never grown there before, soft and pale and beautiful, as if the earth itself remembered, a love that had once given everything. And so ends the story, a story of love and choice, and the quiet cost of what we give away. Perhaps tonight, as you rest, it leaves behind one gentle thought, that love is not only what we feel, but what we are willing to keep, and what we are willing to lose. Good night.